Hi everyone, it's Kelly Wicker here. I'm super excited to be back with another card making video. Today I'll be creating with Spellbinders and House Mouse designs. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate your support. Stay tuned to see how I make this adorable summer card. Okay y'all, for today's card project, I wanted to start off by showing you the card that I created. So I just finished this new card using the adorable House Mouse Summer Fun collection from Spellbinders and House Mouse Designs. This one is called Water Fun. Loving how it turned out. What do you guys think? Spellbinders was kind enough to send me this to create with. So here's the stamp. This is the star of the show. So summer has already made its way here to Texas. It's been super hot. I don't know about where y'all live, but oh man, it's been really hot in the upper 90s, and the humidity has been real high too. So I thought this was the perfect stamp set for right now. So it's really fun. And to just turn it over and to show you the sentiments, it has two sentiments that comes with this stamp set. And it says, enjoy the day and summer is in the air. We're gonna be using enjoy the day. So you wanna get out your Misty stamping tool because you'll need that for the stamping part of it. You can use an acrylic block, but it's much easier if you have the Misty stamping tool. And when you use the Misty, you want to make sure to take out the mouse pad and the insert, because this is a red rubber cling stamp. It's a little bit thicker. So you remember to do that when prepping your Misty stamping tool. So that is the main star. So some other dies that you need. Let me show you here. These I purchased myself. All the items on the desk here I purchased. So we're going to be doing some hot foiling today. Let me bring the card over again. So that's how I achieved that look around the mice there. Is I use the Essential Duo Lines Glimmer Rectangles die set. We're going to be using the second one here. And then you'll need some sort of layering die to cut out the border, cut out the frame there. So I bought these recently. These have been really handy. These are A2 matting basics. There's a set A and a set B, and these are for A2 size cards. So we're going to be using the B set today to cut around the frame, the border that we created. And then this is an older one. I don't think it exists anymore. I will see if I can find something similar to link below, but this is how I did the sentiment here, the little flag banner there. I used these flag banner dies. So super fun. So some other helpful tools to have on hand I wanted to show off is make sure to have some Glimmer foil. This is the gold from Spellbinders. So we're going to be using that. Some other helpful items to have on hand is this electric eraser. This is great for overfoiling. If you overfoil, you want to erase something, this is really great. I just recently purchased this off of Amazon, and I will have that linked below. Also, you want to have some sort of mono sand eraser. This is great for overfoiling as well. Then some other items to have on hand is, of course, a black ink. So I'm getting out my VersaFine Onyx black ink pad. And then to do the sentiment, I'll show you once again. To get the sentiment, I use the Altenew Antique Gold. So that's the inks you'll need. And then, oh, I didn't show this. This is the Spellbinders magnetic pickup tool. It's great for picking up your dies when you're hot foiling. It has a magnetic, so your hands don't you don't hurt your hands, because the dies can get pretty warm on the hot foiling system. So that's another handy tool to have. And then another thing that I wanted to show you is this quick trimmer tool here. This is great for cutting out your foil, so you can get the right measurements for foiling. There's two blades here that it comes with. It comes with a paper blade and a foil blade. And there's instructions on the back here of the packaging. And there's Spellbinders has a video on how to use the tool, but I will show you later on in the video how to use it when I cut my foil. But, and you want to make sure to get out your Glimmer hot foil machine or something similar, and a manual die cutting machine. I'll be using my Spellbinders Platinum 6 die cutting machine to do all the things. And then other items you want to have, because like I said, we're going to be doing some coloring. This is how I got the coloring look here, is I used the Gamsel. This is my go-to lately for coloring. I haven't been using markers a lot lately. The colored pencils are so fun to use along with the Gamsel. Highly recommend this technique. And so you want to make sure you also have some blending stumps, because that's how you get the color to transfer onto the cardstock. And then you want to have some sort of sandpaper handy, because that's how you erase the color on the blending stump to use a different color. So make sure to have a bunch of different blues and browns, and we're also using red and gold and greens. So make sure to have those handy. And I picked this bottle of Gamsel up yesterday. I do have a bigger bottle off to the side. The bigger bottle, I would show you, but it's way off to the side. I don't want to feel like reaching for it. But this one I found at Michael's. This is 4.2 full ounces. This is a great size. So I think it was about $13, $14 at Michael's. So that is it for the supplies. So I think that's it. There might be some more things thrown in there when I'm working, but those are the main things I wanted to show you today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the card making fun. Okay, we're gonna get set up here to use the quick trimmer. This is the Spellbinders quick trimmer. This is a little handy tool to help you quickly and accurately cut out foil and paper for your crafting projects. It's real simple to use. You just want to keep your foil here on the roll, and you want to lift up the paper trimmer guide here and just place down the foil. Let's see here. And you want to, like I said, you want to keep it on the roll. It helps to line it up here. And then let's get the guide over here and place it down. Okay, so just a reminder, I think I showed this earlier, there are two blades with this. There's a foil blade and a paper blade. So make sure to get out the foil blade. So you want to go ahead and you want to hold the material in place with one hand, and with the other hand, we're going to slide the cutting blade along the track of the trimmer. So make sure to get your die out first. So we're going to get the hot foil plate out because we want to measure. All right, we're going to bring this out a little bit. There we go. So like I said, with the other hand, we're getting out the cutting blade, and you're going to run it along the track of the trimmer, holding it down. There we go. Let's do it one more time. There we go. So if you need to make if you need to make multiple cuts, simply realign the material and repeat the cutting process. But we only need one sheet here. So I'm going to put this guy back in the magnet so I don't lose it. That's how I store my dies. I put them on these magnet sheets that I got from Amazon. And they come with these handy dandy little envelopes. And I've just been keeping the packaging and putting it behind, so I don't have to make labels for everything. And that way I have the name right there. So that's been handy. Okay, so that is the quick trimmer from Spellbinders. And just some tips, a few tips. Always use the foil blade for cutting foil and the paper blade for cutting the paper to prevent dulling and ensure clean cuts. And then you want to apply even pressure when cutting to avoid jagged edges, and use the self-healing mat underneath. This is the self-healing mat, the quick trimmer, to protect your work surface and extend the life of your blades. And then if you're new to the quick trimmer, practice on scrap pieces or foil or paper to get the feel for the tool. So with these tips in mind, you'll be able to efficiently use the Spellbinders quick trimmer for all your crafting needs. So I highly recommend this little guy here. So it cuts clean, does a clean cut every time. So I'm going ahead and put that aside. And then we're going, like I said, this video is probably going to be a little long with the new way that I'm doing my videos now with the live audio. So I hope you don't mind that too much. But here we go. I'm going to try to speed up the coloring when I get to the coloring, and so you don't have to listen to me talk during that part of it. But anyways, now we're going to get it set up here to do the hot foiling. So what did I do with my... I need this guy out. Okay, so... Oh, that's not the right one. Where did you go? See, this is why I still need to clean up my desk. My desk is looking better. Believe it or not, it's looking better. But I need... Let me... Okay, so I found the die. So I'm going to go ahead and put him. I have the hot foil system already heated up, ready to go. And I got my Platinum 6 die cutting machine set up here. So what I need to do is get out the white cardstock here. Let's go ahead and, that one's been sitting out there. Let's go ahead and get a fresh sheet. Sorry if you hear my stool again that I'm sitting on. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and cut this in half. By the way, these are great scissors. The Spellbinders 9-inch Pro Shear scissors. Highly recommend. They're non-stick. All right, so we want to have this trimmed down a little bit more. Okay, and we'll save that later for the sentiment. Okay, so this is heated up and ready to go. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and take the foil that we just cut out, and we're going to place it pretty side down. And then we're going to go ahead and take the white cardstock that we just cut out and place that down. And then we're going to place down a paper shim here for some extra pressure. Then we go with the thin shim, and then the spacer pad on top. And then we're going to hit the timer here. Oh man, something I've been snacking on in my craft room, just a little story while we sit here and wait for this timer to go off. You can see it blinking there. We just got to wait for it to go solid. We were on a little road trip the other day, and with some of my husband's family, and we made a stop off at Buc-ee's and picked up some chocolate covered pecans and some fudge covered pecans. Oh my goodness, they were so delicious. The fudge ones are already gone. But I've been snacking on those in my craft room. What do you guys like to snack on when you're crafting in your craft room? Let me know in the comments below. I'm going to have to go find the nearest Buc-ee's again and swing by there to get some more for the house. I did buy 3 bags, but so good. All right, there we go. It's ready to run through our Platinum 6 die cutting machine. So slowly remove it from the docking station there. And this is only going to be run through once. So this adds the pressure. So there we go. This is what transfers the foil onto the cardstock. Okay, you guys, here we go. Keep your fingers crossed, please. Fingers crossed. Okay. Let's remove all the things here. Oh, you know what I did? Okay, that turned out great, but I didn't leave enough room. Let me see if I did. I don't know if I left enough room to cut out, but that turned out great. No overfoiling or anything. Let me see. Let me put this down here real quick onto my floor. Okay, let me get the layering dies here. Need set B. Okay, please work. And then I used the biggest one here. Okay. I see that's not gonna work. I don't think. Maybe? Oh, I think it'll do. Let me see. You guys, I think it'll work. Okay. So, let me get the Platinum 6 out again. I'm going to put the foil machine to the side because hopefully we don't need to do that again. Alrighty, and oh, y'all, I recently scored a deal. I needed some new plates. My plates were awful. And so all the paper from the cuts and everything was transferring onto my cardstock. So I recently purchased a new universal plate system. I got this one off of Amazon. There was a deal. I got it for I just saw it went back up this morning, but I got a deal for this. It was $27 and some change. So I was really happy about that. So we're gonna slide this through here. We're just following the instructions on the universal plate system. And we're gonna put down the paper here first. And then the die. Make sure to get this lined up again just right. Because I want that nice white margin. So let me slide this guy over a little bit. This is a little tricky, okay. Sorry, I'm gonna have to lean this up a little bit. Like I said, it's a little tricky. Okay. Slide this over a little bit. Okay, sorry, it's taking a few minutes here. Like I said, I just want to get it just right. So I think that'll do. So place that down. And then we're going to take the other C plate here and place it on top. And then we're going to run this through the die cut machine. Sorry for the noise. It's a little tough to cut. Okay, there we go. Again, keep your fingers crossed. Okay, you guys, I think it did it. might be a little... What's on the back here? Some paper. Might be slightly off. No, yes. I think that'll do. Yay, so I'm really happy with that. Okay, so now we're gonna move on, now that the foiling and the cutting is done for this part. Now we're gonna move on to the stamping and the coloring. So I'll set that up. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm getting out my Misty stamping tool here to get ready to do the stamping, and I see a little over foiling, so I'm going to bring it, just because I want to use my little eraser. So I'm going to bring this in and clean that up. And just go over it once more. Get the little dust off. Oh, here's a little bit. Like I said, just because it gives me an excuse to use the eraser. And it works great. Super cool tool to have in your craft room is the electric eraser. It works for multiple things. Alrighty, so now we get out. Like I said, you want to take out your, sorry, it's a little, I need to clean my Misty. So you want, like I said, you wanted to remove the mouse pad and the insert because it's a thicker stamp. Let me find it under my stuff here. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to get out some mint tape here. Turn this guy over. I still need to get me this waffle flower sticky mat for inside my Misty. I still haven't gotten that yet. Let's see. So I'm just going to get some mint tape here. And just doing this since I don't have it. So just putting this down inside. All right. There we go. I've played with this a lot and made a couple cards with it already. So I have cleaned it. Alrighty. So we are, oh, some hair got on there. Okay, sorry about that. Just that back down. Okay, now we're gonna line this up here in the center. Just like so. And then we're gonna close the Misty door here. And there it goes. Oh, it got some black on there. Hopefully it'll cover it up. Okay, or I can try doing this. Because I did this the other day. See, another reason to have this little eraser tool. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so let me get out my black ink here. And we're gonna ink up the stamp. Oh yeah, one little thing I wanted to show you. I forgot to turn off my machine earlier. And the magnetic tool. Isn't that cool? And then just place that down over there on my glass mat to cool off. just thought that was sitting right in front of my face, so I just thought I'd show you that real quick. Okay, so now we're gonna get my stamp pressure tool here and close the door to the MISTI and press down. Okay. I don't think the other day when I was practicing, I stamped it twice and I think it stamped it too dark. So I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it as is. I think this is a great image. It's nice and crisp and black. So I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it because, like I said, I don't want it too dark. So I will only stamp it once. And look, you can't even see that ink that showed up from when I first pressed down. Oh, yay. So let that dry a few. And we'll put that aside. So while I begin the coloring process, I am going to go ahead and put on some music for you so you don't have to listen to me talk during this, because this does take a little bit of time to color, and I will make sure to speed it up too. So on my travels recently, I started collecting bowls to use in my little videos. So I thought these were just fun. I think I've showed them before. So this is just a fun little keepsake from my travels. These I bought in Bermuda recently. So I'm just going to take a little Gamsel and pour some in here. Okay, now that the coloring is all done, like I said, that one's going to be sped up quite a bit, so that was a little long for coloring. So now we're going to get one of the scrap pieces of paper I set aside here to work on the sentiment. So get out the MISTI once again. And I need to wipe this down a little bit. I need to take some cleaner later and really give my MISTI some love and attention. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and tape this guy down here. And then we're gonna get out the enjoy the day. Alright, and then we're going to get out our antique gold ink here. Okay. Stamp. Ink them up here. Alrighty. And then we won't get the stamp pressure tool out for this because we want to make sure it doesn't get smushed, the words, so we'll just walk our fingers across. Let me see how that came out. Oh, perfect. Perfecto. Okay. Let me put him with the stamp so I don't lose him. I am really gonna get back into the habit of cleaning up after each project. So that is my goal. 1 second while I get my Platinum 6 die cutting machine back out because we're gonna cut this out. Okay, so we have our Platinum 6 die cutting machine out here and our sentiment. And I'm trying to remember which size I used. I think it was this guy here. No. No, that one's too big. No, I think that was it. Don't think. Yeah, because those are too small. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and line this up. Actually, we can trim it down a little bit. So we can go like right here. We could cut it out a couple times. Make sure it's not too long. Alrighty, so let's take this guy, put him down since he's already lined up. Place him on top. And then we'll run him through. Crack, crack, crack. There we go. And then we're gonna do this one more time. Pop them out. And right about there is where I want it. Okay, put the plate back on top and run it through. Oh. Okay, let me put this guy back on the floor here. Yes, I use my floor a lot for storing stuff. Alright, that came out perfect. So let's put that over there. And then, so this is gonna go like so. Right about there. It's not the same one as that one on there, but I don't know where that one went. So, oh, I might have used this. That's the one that I used. Let me see. That'll still work. It'll just be a little bit bigger. No biggie. Okay. So now we need to get out another piece of cardstock and create our note card. Okay, so have you guys seen that Spellbinders has a paper trimmer out? They do. So I purchased that recently. Yes, I love Spellbinders. So I am going to go ahead and cut this at 4 1/4. Make sure it's lined up straight. There we go, close that. It has a cutting blade and a scoring tool on it. Make sure I got the right one. That's the scoring tool. Okay, the blade is up at the top. All right, so it'll just, it's not pressed down all the way. There we go. All right, so once again, this is hammer mill cardstock and 100 pound weight that we're using for the card base. So let me put that aside and get out my score buddy here. And my Teflon bone folder, where'd you go? All right, and then we're gonna score this at 5.5. Let me put this guy aside. And then we're gonna go ahead and take this and fold this. Again, this is an A2 size top folding card. Or actually, it's not gonna be, this one's not a top folding, this one's actually a side folding card. So let me go ahead and make sure that's lined up. And then we'll get our bone folder and give it a good press down here. All right. So like I said, it's a side folding note card, because this is going to go right over here. So let me go ahead and get out my dot runner here. I noticed Spellbinders also has adhesive runners, so I'm going to go ahead and purchase some of those soon. So this is going to be a flat card. Let me get some of this stuff off. Okay, so let me go ahead and apply the adhesive. Doesn't need much. And then we'll line this up here. Something got on there. Line this up very carefully. So I like doing the videos this way recently because it's really a time saver for editing and all that. And it's good practice for eventually whenever I go live, because I want to eventually go live. But here we go. Let's try the eraser on whatever this got transferred on here. See? Once again, this is a good tool. Real nice and cheap tool to have in your craft room to remove little things like that. So there we go. That looks awesome. So fun. Okay, now we're going to do the sentiment here. And I'm going to get out my foam squares. And Spellbinders also, these are scrapbook adhesive foam squares. I also saw they have adhesive squares on their in the Spellbinders brand, so I'm going to be getting those soon as well. So I'm going to be placing these down here. Just give it a little dimension. Could have probably used the thicker ones, but oh well. This works, since I kind of wanted this to be a flat card. So let me remove the backers off here. And put that aside. And we're going to place this right over here. It's covering his hand a little bit and it's going into his face a little bit, but that's okay. Let me see what it looks like down here. Placement matters. So this is going to cover his face. I'm going to bring it down here. Let's see. That works. Alright. So that, my friends, is the finished card project for today. I also just wanted to say thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And then subscribe to my channel for more crafting inspiration. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. And we'll see you next time. Happy crafting. Ciao for now.